Are you still looking for a job, or are you in a rut and you're looking for ways to improve your careers? Well, the answer is healthcare. At least that's what our guest is saying this afternoon. Dr. Tracy Wilen-daugenti is the Vice President and Managing Editor of Apollo Research Institute. Hello and welcome back to Kababayan, LA.
Thank you.
At Apollo Research Institute, you study career trends, and based on your studies, it's coming up and it's looking like healthcare industry is really still the #1 industry for jobs right now.
Absolutely, Janelle. Healthcare accounts for about 50% of the fastest growing jobs right now in the U.S.
And what is the top job? When you say healthcare industry, it's a wide range of different jobs and careers, but what is the #1 job, I guess most sought after job in the healthcare industry?
Realistically, it's the registered nurse, the RN. There's a demand for about 1 million RNs in the next 10 years in the U.S.
Wow. Why is that?
Well, let's face it, people are living longer. People need services as they get older. They need replacement parts of their body. Think about hips and arms. Also preventative health. And also nurses are retiring. The average nurse right now is about 45.
You mean average age? Or
correct.
Why is that? Is it because it's difficult? Is it a long process to take up nursing or to be an RN?
No, actually, you can enter into healthcare with a certification. An RN, of course, requires a college degree and nursing certification at the national and local level. But you can certainly enter into healthcare in a variety of ways and a variety of jobs.
Right. And some people, it's not just RN, there's CNA, there's different levels of nursing, I guess.
That's right.
But do people with bachelor's degrees earn more?
They do. We do a lot of studies on the ROI, return on investment of degrees, and in nursing, by far, if you have a BA, you can earn more over your lifetime than if you had an associate's degree or a high school degree. In fact, averaging about 50% more.
50% more. And some people are taking also MAs in nursing, too.
Absolutely. I think that's a safe bet, particularly if you're in an area where you're standing a lot or it's physical. A lot of nurses like to plan a career progression where they can move into other areas so they can sit or teach or research so that you always are active and in the job.
And you're saying that job prospects are better for nurses with bachelor degrees?
Absolutely. In fact, the Institute of Medicine is requiring that right now only 50% of nurses have bachelor's degrees, but over time they will need 80%. They also will want them to have technical proficiency. It's very important.
Technical proficiencies like?
Well, think about it. Healthcare records. Every measurement today has some sort of technology. Radiation, CAT scan, dental films, you know, everything is technology. There's a high demand for technology-skilled workers, particularly in healthcare.
And so this conversation is not just for those looking for a career or looking to get into the healthcare industry. This is also for the nurses out there that are currently working. If you want to improve your chances at getting hired quickly or staying at a job, I guess, you know, take courses like this, short courses for technical skills?
Absolutely. I think you can view nursing and healthcare as building block careers. You can start off with a certificate, then you can fill out your career, then take more education and more skill training until you really find a long-term career for life.
What does it take to be a nurse? For people that are considering it, I know that there are skill sets involved and maybe some personal traits or qualities in a person that makes them a better match to be a nurse or to be an RN?
Well, you know, there's a variety of opportunities. So I think you have to say to yourself, what do I do well? Do I like people? And maybe I want to be with patients. Am I technical? Well, maybe I want to think about radiation or chemo or some of the laboratory work. Or am I an analytic? Maybe I want to think about insurance or claims. You have to think about where your skill match is and then what jobs are best suited for you. The great thing about healthcare is there's so many jobs, every avenue you can pursue.
And we put it up earlier in a slide, you know, the things, the skills that you might have, might possess, and where it's a good fit in the healthcare industry. Cultural sensitivity, I think it's one thing that I want to focus on because a lot of Filipinos, they move here from the Philippines, and there's this cultural sensitivity already there. If you have that, what's a good job for you in the healthcare industry?
Oh, absolutely. Working with patients. You think about, we are a melting pot here in the U.S., and one of our panels, we discussed this point. There is a requirement for multilingual and people who can work with cross cultures with ease, because that's the majority of patients that are coming into our system today.
And let's manage expectations here, all the beautiful things about being an RN and what you can earn and all that. What's the one thing that they need to think about before getting into this industry or before getting into this career?
I think you really need to think about what you're good at and what you like, because everybody immediately thinks about the ER room and they say, blood, that's not me. There are many choices. Once you think that out, then start to plan your skill and education requirements and go out and try it.
All right.
Volunteer, work, figure it out.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing that information with us. More information at on that website on your screens. Thank you so much, and more power to
Thank you.
More employment opportunities naman this time in the retail industry when we return on Kababayan LA. Don't go away.